Please ascend to a higher level, the Father urges today. In the same way that there is an open door in heaven over your life, there is also an open door on earth that is full of all the advantages and opportunities that you possess. If you have been feeling like it's an uphill struggle, you should know that from this point on, everything will be going downhill. As soon as you feel the pressure increasing, you should press into it and reassure yourself that I am the one who will be bearing your burden. Due to the fact that I will be carrying the loads alongside you, even the most difficult ones will feel like they are not too heavy on your shoulders. As you undergo a transformation and move into a more profound and profoundly blessed state, this will bring you serenity and joy. Having a prophetic gift is something that you possess. Because you are a prophet, you have turned to the prophetic for guidance. It is my message of power for you and those around you, so when you hear the still, little voice within you, pay attention to it. The evidence of my power and spirit in your life will be released when you speak it with confidence, and angels will move heaven and earth to make it happen. You have experienced times of uncertainty and the sensation that you are sinking. You will be sustained, however, by your faith throughout this time. After overcoming your fears and doubts about yourself, you will finally be able to take on the mantle that I have been preparing for you ever since the beginning of the world. I am envious of your time. I want to be intimate with you in the same way that a groom wants to kiss his wife. Make a concerted effort to get away from everything in order to spend quality time with me. You are endearing to my heart because you have a profound want to have more of me, and this desire is a deep yearning. Currently, we are in a season of affection. You should look for the hidden location where my profound things will wash over you in a different way. If you wait for hope, it will make your heart sick, but your wants will go on forever. Jesus Christ is your vine, and now is the time to gather in the vineyard. I see you joyful as you and I jointly walk out the vintage of my kindness in your life. I see you doing this. The delay will be eliminated completely. I am the hero for whatever imbalances and circumstances you have in your life that have not yet brought results. I'm putting them in their proper place. Simply respond with, "Yes, Lord, have your way," and be willing to cooperate with whatever is ahead. Now is the moment to act. The time has come for you to act. Right now, it is your moment, and it is your turn to speak. There will be no more instances in which you are overlooked in favor of those who have not paid the price that you have paid. You have endured the heat and the burden of the day without grumbling, but you have anticipated and known that I will not abandon you. Join us in the here and now of heaven. The wind is blowing in a new direction, and it is blowing to take away whatever that is preventing you from establishing righteousness and entitlement. During this unique period of your life, I want you to open yourself up to the happiness that I am bringing about. As of today, the Father advises us to forget about the concept of being ordinary. Blending in was never intended for you to do. From the moment I conceived of you before the universe was ever conceived, I had the divine goal to create something that was truly unique. It is possible that there are aspects of your personality, looks, or position in life that you would like to alter. Nonetheless, it is important to keep in mind that even those aspects that are not as you would like them to be are on purpose to elevate you and not to shape you into something that is insufficient. Because I am here within you, there is no problem. Because I am what I am, and because you are also what you are, because just as I am in the skies, you are also in the ground. When you take a snapshot that is bound by time and come to the conclusion that you have failed to meet my expectations or that you have failed to appropriate my character or promise, you are making a mistake. I look at you from the realm of the timeless. I don't make decisions based on limited time frames, rather, I focus on the heart. Similarly, you ought to do the same. Tell yourself that you are already sufficient, already blessed, and already a favored child by my side. Say this to yourself in your heart. I am the God of unending progress, and as long as you remain in alignment with me, that is precisely the path that your life will take. My intention was for you to be a vessel that is filled to the brim with my purpose. Despite the fact that you have not always been treated with the respect that is commensurate with your inherent worth as a person for whom Christ died, you are not a common vessel. In both my house and my kingdom, you are a vessel of great worth and dignity. You are a vessel of respect. Ignore the surrounding area. You have never been an outsider in any meaningful sense, and you never will be. You are not an outsider. You are my choice. I am including you. In this day, I clothe you in the ephod of righteous linen, I wash you in the blood of the Lamb, I empower you, and I encourage you to dance before me with unrestrained delight, just like David did. Allow other people to joke or misunderstand. The movements that you make are just as strong as Miriam's dance, which was the dance that caused Pharaoh's chariots to shatter when Israel escaped from slavery. I am decorating you, beautifying you, and presenting you as a symbol, a living example of someone who walks in my favor, enjoys my goodness, and finds delight in the journey. I am doing all of these things to your advantage. Be aware that I am collaborating with the people in your immediate vicinity. My spirit is stirring, ready to speak, ready to act, and ready to guide your loved ones toward radical conversion, a clear shift from their current paths to the ministries I ordained for them before creation itself. Thank you for your prayers and support. Maintain your faith. Continue to anticipate. The prayers that you have prayed over and over again, the pleadings that you have made, are heard in the highest heavens. Even at this very moment, hordes of angels are performing your responses. The Father instructs you to concentrate on the purpose of your ministry, which is the calling that I have put on your life. Despite the fact that it might not be your top priority at the moment, have faith that if you seek my kingdom first, then everything else will be added to you. The breakthroughs in your relationships are yours. New opportunities and unanticipated provisions are on the horizon. You are already experiencing healing and wellness that is unmatched by anything you could have imagined. The present that I have bestowed upon you is comparable to a potent force that is tearing down barriers of limitation. What appeared to be dormant hopes are regaining their vitality as the panorama of possibilities undergoes a gradual transformation. What are you declaring about your mountain? I ask you. What are you saying? In the same way that Jesus spoke to the fig tree, and the tree obeyed him, I have implanted a word of command within you. Say the things that you want to happen. In answer to your prayer that is filled with trust, I will unleash a flood of declarations and decrees, and you will see what I do. When it comes to this particular aspect, individuals who actually walk in faith differentiate themselves from those who only talk about it. Create space for the treasures that I am going to bestow upon you. There is a specific anointing for service that is occurring within you, and it is something that is not typical. The meaning that I implanted in your heart is beginning to bubble up, and the aroma is permeating the entire house. Now is the time to take a seat at the table. You will find a place setting that bears your name ready for you to arrive. On the other hand, I also picture a different scenario in which the angel takes away the name card. For the same reason that Samuel ceased waiting for King Saul, there are relationships that you have steadfastly maintained, but it is now time to let go of them. Permit me to take care of those circumstances. It is your responsibility to press into the splendor that is falling upon you, regardless of whether or not other people choose to join you. Currently, we are in a valley of decision. It is about trust and determining where your most profound allegiances lie. Because you have promised to follow me, I am requesting that you keep the promise that you have made. I do not want you to continue to go through life without experiencing the complete happiness that is rightfully yours. The calling and the gift that are available to you in your life are growing like new wine in a new wine bottle. Get rid of the outdated notions that I have about what I'm doing. Be open to the new thing that I am bringing forth in you, even if it appears to be out of the ordinary. I would not describe you as a typical follower of mine. There is no reason for you to adapt to the expectations of other people. The anointing and ministry that you have to exhibit are both one of a kind. Provision is arriving in ways that were not anticipated. To get you started on the path that I have called you to take, there will be both one-time quantities of money and ongoing streams of resources. In accordance with Hebrews 13 verse 17, you should start praying for those individuals who have impeded your eyesight. No, it is not your responsibility to persuade them. I need just be given an account, and then I will let it go. You do not have to shoulder the weight of those individuals. Don't get upset when other people aren't as excited as you are about something. According to the instructions, I will work in their lives if you give me an account. In the future, people will want to be a part of the solution rather than the problem. This will happen at some point. They will approach you with hearts that have been softened, looking for peace. For the last time, God instructs us to plant our roots like a tree that has been rooted by rivers of living water. At a time when everyone else is being carried away by the storms of life, you will remain firmly planted and unmovable. The Father has revealed to us today that the circumstances in which you find yourself in life, whether it be spiritually, relationally, or geographically, are far from being random. I am the one who put you in this position, and I have a reason for doing so. There is an intense desire for the truth that I have entrusted to you, and there is a need for the message that you convey. This summoning should not come as a surprise to you. The reason you are concerned about emptying yourself and pouring forth what I have given you is because you do not want to deplete the entire reservoir of my spirit that is contained within you. Pay close attention, I will not leave you feeling exhausted. Rather than only being a container, think of yourself as a conduit. I am the owner of the wellspring, and it keeps flowing without end. It is your responsibility to channel it, my word, my spirit, and my power. Thus, you must let it to flow freely through you and reach those who are thirsty. Use the gifts that I have given upon your life with the utmost faithfulness. In the name of God, I am sending you to be a vessel that is poured out. For people who are in your immediate vicinity, your voice will become more authoritative. You are going to be a tool for emancipation, since you will set people's hearts free with the truth. Moreover, there is more. You will not travel this route by yourself. In my vision, a collaboration is developing, a connection similar to that of yokefellows. You will be a formidable force when you work together, with the word of the Lord burning brightly within both of you. This fire should not be contained, rather, it should be allowed to spread outward, kindle the passion of others, and set them ablaze with the same fervor. There will be times of difficulty and uncertainty in the future. Never forget that I am here with you. Put your faith in the plan that I have devised, and you will see that your faithfulness will bring fruit that is beyond calculation. As the Father has stated today, there is a purging taking place on earth, and as is customary whenever my pruning works among men, my people are the first to participate in order to demonstrate to godless humanity the humility and repentance that brings my healing touch to those who are willing to let go of the past, give up their erroneous dreams, and embrace everything that I have made available to them with trust and renewed hope. This is a purification of all connections, including those at work, in religion, and in marriage. Things that are dry and unproductive are being removed in order to make room for things that are flourishing and producing fruit. It may appear to be reasonable to keep things that look to be beneficial on the surface, but it is important to keep in mind that I do not operate with a legalistic guidebook. My voice and my living word are what move your hearts and lives, and I give you precise guidance, saying, "This is the way, walk in it." I do this by stirring your hearts and lives. You are currently taking a shower to cleanse your body. Take it in stride. Make sure you don't get ahead of the process. Even if the people who are closest to you might not be immediately affected by these changes, have faith that I am guiding you and them to a place where there is abundant life and light. It is a process that is beyond your control, yet it will ultimately be beneficial to you. At the end of the day, devastation will inevitably result in fruitfulness, and melancholy will eventually give way to new types of delight. Have faith in me. Let me handle everything from here on out. It is reasonable to anticipate that things will take unexpected twists, things that appear unusual or uncomfortable. It's just me working, nothing more. Let me have the opportunity to talk. It is inevitable that you will have interruptions that will cause you to question, God, is all of this really necessary? Attention, what was successful in the past might not always be successful now. I want you to let rid of your restricted, finite, and understood values of right and evil. This is what I want. Always remember that flexibility is the key to safety. Avoid pursuing your own agenda and instead look for mine. Understand that I am in charge of the situation when it becomes obvious that your own feeble efforts are a waste of time. When it comes to ensuring your safety, let me take the lead. The key is not to be afraid. Despite the fact that I might be able to see the road ahead and even show you the road ahead, the vision and clarity that I have does not determine the path that you should take. Please listen to my voice as it directs you. Have faith that I will guide you in the right direction, even when the answers appear to be elusive. Be at ease with pushing forward and paying a high price at times, even when you have no idea what you are doing, other than the fact that you are receiving my promise, which is a guarantee that all will turn out for the best. It has been a very long time since you have experienced genuine joy in your life. Neither of these can last. If you continue to be in such a state, I cannot allow it. Although religious logic is unable to comprehend this, don't let go of this word because it describes what is taking place. A whole new map is waiting for you, and it will show you where you are going. I will reveal it with a joyful and giddy expression. Take your time with the process. Please be patient and wait for my timing. Rely on me to guide you in the right direction. People that are close to you can provide you with direction, If they are not at ease with a situation, you should slow down and wait. Despite the fact that they show affection and concern for you, it does not necessarily mean that they share my understanding of the situation. It is important to keep in mind that laughing and joy provide you access to me. Even in the midst of problems, allow them to fill you up. Always keep in mind that there is still a reason to be happy, even when it seems hard to laugh. You will be able to hear, see, and feel me more clearly if you are filled with delight. Continue to be in that joyful place. Even while you are crying, you should not forget to laugh. However, it is not about your humorousness, rather, it is about mine. Continue to move forward with fun and trust. Your understanding of me will become more refined. You will hear, see, and feel me with a greater degree of intensity. Maintain a sense of humor even when things are difficult. Even if you are unable to laugh at this moment, you should remember that happiness is still within your reach. I invite you to make the decision to put yourself under my love, authority, and laughter. You are aware of the fact that I am more than simply a name, I am a relationship. You will find protection at this location. Also, please don't think that I'm expressing my dissatisfaction by shaking my head. You can think of yourself as pawns on a chessboard. You are currently on the other side, but you are moving closer to freedom. Keep your flexibility. My eyes are not filled with judgment but rather with love. I bring with me a special message, a relationship that is brimming with love, a new flame, and a joy that is beyond anything you have ever experienced before. This is the plan that I have for your life, and it will indeed be carried out.